Hello and welcome to a very special Gundam Battle Operation 2 featuring the DOM single gun type. A unit that takes the information and data from the Zaku Cannon and tries to put it into action with a more maneuverable mid-range focused unit. This comes from the Bonds of the Battlefield, Mobile Suit Gundam Bonds of the Battlefield, and it's an interesting unit, but it was never mass produced, and it is also based, interestingly enough, off the DOM Tropical type. In game, it's a 350 ground-only support with a ballistic resistance of 22. The +1 is from the modifications. The beam resistance of 10, a melee resistance of 6, a range strength of 35, a melee strength of 0, an impressive movement speed of 135, and a thrust gauge of 50. For parts, we have close range of 5, medium and long of 11. It is a medium to long range suit, just so you know. For equipment, we do have an optional long range weapon, but there's only two, so we're going to cover the MMP-80 machine gun first. Now, the MMP-80 is pretty good because it has a high rate of fire. It can throw a lot of damage out there, and against generals, this can actually chip away at a health pretty quick, so I use it kind of as a deterrent to throw out some quick damage, or if there's a melee that's involving some of my own guys, I'll flip over to this, fire it into the enemy because it has a little bit of aim correction, and I don't have to worry about it messing up my guys. But the main thing to consider with this weapon is its MMP-80 grenade launcher. It does decent damage, only has one round, okay range, but it can do some decent mess up of people trying to aggress on you, so it's a good defensive weapon. Or if you're trying to trip somebody up attacking someone else, so keep that in mind. The other option is the High Mobility G rocket launcher. It's a mini missile launcher, or bazooka if you prefer. It does decent damage, has decent range, has okay range, I guess is the best way to put it. Has a cooldown rate that's not bad. It can be a good option, just depending on your team and your personal style. But it will take away the ability to chip away at people like the machine gun, so just go with whatever you're most comfortable with. Then we have the Blow Enhanced. When you get into a brawl, you definitely need a Blow of Enhanced. Sorry about that. Then we have the main weapon of the unit, the Shoulder Long Cannon. It does pretty much what you'd expect damage-wise from a bazooka. It has okay amount of shots, and the range is fantastic at 650. The cooldown time is not bad. This can be quite effective, but I will say this, it has a less of an area of effect than you think, and you should be very careful with how you use it. You can trip up your own guys pretty bad with it. Then we have the Armed Missile Pod. The Chip Master, I guess, is the other option, the way to put it. It has decent damage, has okay amount of ammo, and the range at 350 is not bad. The reload feels a little long at times, but if you're in the point where you need a reload for weapons, you're probably in a bad situation. For skills, we have High Performance Radar level 3, High Performance Scope level 3, Observational Data Link, Frontline Support System level 2, and Precision Shelling. Optimized cooling efficiency and special leg buffer. Oh, if there was anything I would say that this unit, in my personal opinion, could gain to help it keep up with things, I still think it's a good unit. My only suggestion would be a really basic addition in skill, and I think because it's a DOM, giving it high performance balancers makes a lot of sense. It is a floaty suit, but the DOM was known for its mobility, so being able to play into that, I think, would be a good thing. Plus, you know, it could be fun just to be able to, like, boost around and then, like, punch somebody and then boost away. Who knows, but let's see how it does in the match to come.
Hey everybody, welcome to the match, and we're going to get right into it as we move up to the first checkpoint. I got to get those good lad points, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to be getting a bit of we're going to be trapped in this area for a while as we claim our good lad points, get back in the suit, and we're going to turn. Our team is going up against a fairly aggressive team, so this is not a like pushover match as I overshoot to the left. As you can see, the cannon can be a bit of a dog on its blast radius. It can hit hard, but you got to be careful. We're going to take a shot in the face. I don't know why this guy is doing what he's doing, but we're going to fumble our rotation tiny bit as we keep just chipping like health off him, but he really wants to go after us for some reason. So he's going to fire again. We're going to take that guy out. Now I should have waited for the target to get him, but you never know who he was going after. I'm going to throw some more rounds up as 4 goes after well, that unfortunate ACK guy, firepower. And we're going to get pushed a little bit. We're going to use the rock to break up their fire. Fire around in there, miss again due to the splash radius being so low. And I'm going to try to back up our target, but there's only so much I can do in this position. Again, the blast radius letting us down. We're going to switch over to MMP80 and get a little bit of that chip damage. But we are absorbing shots, and we are down. So we're going to spawn at B. Now, it's a bit of a rough start, but, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. We're going to wait for our target, get hit in the face a little bit, fire, take some more off that ACK guy firepower type, throw some missiles down range, and the target has now officially switched. Fire a shot down there that Pell Rider, but miss. And here's another ACK guy firepower. I don't know why my team is ignoring him, but yeah, that's how life goes. So we're going to just use the terrain, and we're going to swing around, fire, miss on that guy. And we're just going to keep trying to keep this guy from getting behind our team member. Pardon me. Our guy is not in a good position, and now we got their target. I panic a little bit, fire, catch him, and throw out some shots with the MMP80 to chip them down. I don't want to trip up my guy. He's already in a bad situation as we take that guy out. We're going to switch over. We're going to take him out. We got 2 kills right there. We're going to use the rock. I should have tried to wait for the our target to get there for the extra points, but considering the score at the moment and my position, that's how life goes. So I'm going to keep trying to chip away at some of these guys. I'm going to throw some rockets into that firepower type, wait for it, shoot, miss, because there is a bit of a restricted area there. Our team is going to notice him, and we're going to fire a couple more shots in there. Try to push off that Pell Rider. Now, I haven't got to move out of this area very much as we fire in this. So I'm trying to do what I can from here because they're being very, very aggressive. And I really don't want to get too much of that. We're going to fire into the ACK guy, get a little bit of that chunk damage off him. And he's going to move over that direction with, oh geez, our guy over there. So we're going to get bold, move over, shift a little bit in the hopes of getting a shot, but we're going to get one right there, but we're not going to be able to do too much more because we're going to get focused and pushed back real quick and take our second death. So we're going to spawn back at B. This has been one heck of a shootout between the two teams. And we're going to hold a shot, fire, catch that Pell Rider right in the leg, back up to try to help cover our guff, or no, a free knocked, my bad. And we're going to just try to keep them from getting too close, scare off the Pell Rider a little bit. It's just a bad situation at the moment because these teams are both running and gunning. So we see a guy coming up here. We're going to wait for it. Aim a little low. Catch him right there. He's going to push through. Now, we'd be in a bit of a situation if he decided to focus on us, but we're going to come back in, and we're going to let the Guff handle him a little. and of course the target to go a bit nuts. We're going to throw some missiles in to try to weaken him up. And we're going to back off again as these guys all decide to go for some of that sweet, sweet beat up. We're going to hold our target, fire straight into his face, switch over to the MMP-80, and finish that guy off. Now we're going to fall back a little bit so not to trip up our own guys. Fire through the fire and the flame, but miss. And we're going to try to push up as soon as they start going forward. We're in the last 30 odd seconds. We're going to fire, catch him in the legs, try to ward him off a little bit. We're going to have the firepower try to counter push us. We're going to come up, fire, get him with that explosive damage, and then we're going to throw some missiles downrange. Go into this. He's going to come back. We're going to fire, catch him in the legs again. We're not going to have the time or ability to finish him off, but pushing him into our own team did a heck of a lot, and we're going to be in a position of getting pushed a little bit, so we're just going to keep being a nuisance, and here we are, and let's see how we did. Now this is the target switching type battle, just to make that clear. We are a tall boy in this short man team, so no board spots, but second place. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.